Hello everyone. Today's going to be a bit of a different video as I'm doing an unboxing of a Kings of War Undead army. This is by Mantic Games. They're a miniature manufacturing company and they also have games, funnily enough. Kings of War is like their sort of knockoff version of Warhammer Fantasy. It's just a rank and flank kind of war game with a fantasy setting, and they've got various armies and factions that all kind of feel very 40k. Not 40k. Fantasy. Warhammer Fantasy. Not 40k. That's the space one. And this is the Undead army. The reason I have bought this is because I decided to purchase the Soulblight Gravelord's Spearhead for Age of Sigmar, because I've gotten into Age of Sigmar, specifically, well, both versions of the game, but Spearhead is a nice little, really good little intro to the game. And I bought that, and I decided to buy this as well to see how well I could integrate the skeletons and the zombies and the little necromancer guy from this set into that Spearhead as expanding out the army a bit. And we'll get to a comparison a bit, because I have opened this and I have sort of looked at some of the sprues and whatnot just to get a feel of them, and I have built some of the models just so I can do a comparison with the Age of Sigmar Death Rattle skeletons that come in the Spearhead for Soulblight Gravelords. But anyway, we'll jump right into this. Excuse me knocking the camera there. Yeah, get open. There we go. Can't get the fucker out. There we go. Right. These do not come with the set. These are from the... This is from the Spearhead, the Soulblight Gravelord's Spearhead, because I've mounted the models I built on these bases. We'll come back to that. Anyway, so first you get a little resin character figure, if it's going to focus. Will my phone focus on? There we go. There we go. So you got a couple of different heads there. You got a skull one and a human one. A couple of different arms as well you can give him, and then the other arms molded onto the body, which is just one piece there. The resin models from Mantic seem to be quite good so far. I've not worked with a lot of resin. I've built 2 of their resin models, and I've got 2 more that I haven't built yet, and they were fine. Yeah, absolutely fine. No problems. I mean, obviously some warping with spindly bits, but that's to be expected with resin. And I'm looking forward to getting this guy built, because he'll make a great little necromancer in my Soulblight army for Sigmar. Sprues. So what you're going to get with Mantic Games is very much like a lot of the more budget model companies. It's very much several sprues repeated. So you've got, if I try and remember what we got here, we've got the Undead Ghouls. It's a Ghouls one. I should have counted this before I started, really. Ghouls. I think these are mostly Ghouls. That's not. Ghouls. That's the one I took the bits off. That is a zombie one. Let me just get the different sprues out. One of each so you can see what's going on. Zombies. Ghouls. Yeah, there's a skeleton sprue. Okay. Oh, that's the one I took the bits from. Let's do that. And then that. One of these will be the crew sprue. That's the crew sprue. Okay, lovely. So you've got, base-wise, you've got a load of these 20mm square bases, and the way some of these models work with Kings of War, so they have these little round bases molded on. You can just kind of slot them into these if you wanted to. I'm not going to use these obviously for my models because I'm going to stick them in Sigmar, so I've ordered a bunch of 25s off of eBay, just some 3D printed ones. So the first sprue that I've got here is the, if I can read it through the camera, Come on. Please focus.
2 hours later.
I've got an idea. Come on. Focus. You know you want to. No, what have I done? Autofocus locked. Beautiful. Right. So the Undead Ghoul Sprue. I'll just show you. So it's the wrong way around. So you get 1, 2, 3 heads. A couple of... I think they're just like additional like weapons just to spruce them up so they haven't got just arms. There's one there that's a little hand with a cleaver or something, and one with a knife. 1, 2 leg options and 2 body options. Why? I don't know why there's a hand with a knife and a hand with a cleaver when they've got both their hands. Maybe the idea is that you can cut their hand off and give them a knife if you wanted to. That's a bit of an odd choice. But yeah, the torsos are very much default, just bare hands. I think you kind of put those bits over. And then the legs are one sort of standing up and one kind of crouching over. Head-wise, you've got like, this guy here kind of looks like he's a bit of a vampire himself. He's got kind of pointy ears. This one's more of a kind of zombified look, if it focuses. And then this one, getting kind of a zombie look. So, not much to look at there. But you get a bunch of those. You get in total... Just turn the light off on the camera a second. 20. So you get 20 ghouls, 20 zombies, 20 skeletons, and 2 catapults and your hero character there. Alternative assembly, yes, there is alternative assembly. So that's the Ghoul Sprue. Then we've got the Skeleton Sprue, the biggest one to take a look at. So you've got the legs and such are like this. You've got a few swords here you can add for accoutrements. You've got this interesting little, like, there's like a skeleton dog or something. That looks kind of cool. And some little accoutrements here for set dressing. You've also got like a skeleton. You've got like a loose skeleton here. I don't know what that's for. One thing I've noticed with Mantic is they don't seem to include any instructions in this box. I don't know if it's supposed to include it, but hey ho. I mean, they're not difficult to put together. The torsos, if I show you I'll show you on this guy. So this one, the torso and head are all moulded in one, and you see it's just got a peg on the back, and that just slots into there. Very simple to put together, like very easy. And then they got these ones have spears. This is actually the sprue that I've nipped someone out with, I think. Where's the unnipped sprue? Yeah, there it is. There we go. That's better. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bodies with moulded on heads, and some with the weapons. Some of them use spears, which are here. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like there should be an up also. 7, 8, 9. Where's the 10th man? There should be 10 on this sprue. Are they the same? Oh! Sorry, I've just realised these sprues are actually slightly different. Ever so slightly different. So this one's got... That might be another torso there, yeah. Possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, yeah. So there's 10 skeletons on each sprue, and then you've got some extra little bits on here, which I did not notice. So this one's got, like, the weird skelly dog and these accoutrements and half a skeleton there, and it's got what looks like a dwarf's head or something. And this one's got extra weaponry choices. I think that's supposed to be like a banner pole, like a standard bearer. And there might be a bell there. Is that a bell for like a musician type? I think that is. So yes, they are actually not, they're not all identical. Okay, the skeleton sprues are slightly different. That's interesting. I didn't notice that on the first viewing. I don't think the ghoul sprues are. I think they are all different. The ghoul, they are all the same, rather, I think. I'm pretty sure they are. I did have a look. Look at the zombie one next. So, zombie one, you've got 1, 2, 3 pairs of legs, 1, 2, 3 torsos, but you also have this third one, which is supposed to be like a zombie coming out of the ground, and you actually see that on the box. I'll just show you. Where is he? Yeah, there we go. You can see some of them are coming out of the ground, which is kind of cool. Adds a bit of variation to your models. And yes, you got 1, 2, 3 torsos, 4 leg options. Obviously, that one's not really legs. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 head options there, which are quite lovely little sculpts on those. You've also got this one, which is his head detached and being held by his arm, which I've used in the zombie that I've built up. I'll show you shortly. And this piece, I don't really know what that's for. Is that a spine? Is that supposed to go on the bottom of that? If so, I've built that one wrong. And that guy's got a hand, apparently. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about them. They're zombies. They look the part. They waddle about. Their arms fall off and they chuck them at people like madmen. And then finally, the last 2 sprues of the set, which I haven't actually had a look at yet because I don't need these for Age of Sigmar, so they're probably going to sit around for a while until I need them. Maybe if I start getting into playing some Kings of War with anyone at the Wargaming Club, maybe I might build them up, but we'll find out. So these are the sprues for the like catapult thingies. Not much to say here. You've got like the trebuchet arm and then the frames and the wheels and such, and then you get 2 of those and then 2 of these crew parts. So you've got 2 legs, a couple of swords there for decoration, and then you got what looks like 2 different torsos and a head there for that torso, and then a couple of different arms as well. And I think the idea is you've got this guy who's loading it, and then this guy is just an extra dude, like a guard maybe. But anyway, so that's the sprues that come with this set, which is now lying on my lounge floor in a mess. Lovely jubbly. But here's the comparison. So Games Workshop been certainly leaning towards the monopose more with a lot of their models. These are definitely quite monopose models as well. So unfortunately, you can't do a lot of kit mashing with them. But here is a Death Rattle skeleton from the Soul Blight Gravelord's spearhead. Here he is built up. And then this is one of the skeletons from this Undead army box. They're not... Miss Skeleton. There we go. They're not too badly different in aesthetic. They've got shields, they've got arms, they've got armour. Height-wise and scale-wise, definitely smaller on the Kings of War skeletons. 100% definitely smaller. Like, up close, you could tell. But they're alright. I mean, on the battlefield, from this distance, you know, you have 10 of these in one unit, 10 of these in one unit, in the same unit, 50-50 Kings of War, 50-50 Age of Sigmar. Give them a consistent paint job, they'll look the part. Well, I'm quite happy with them. Yeah, they're much more basic sculpts as well. They're not going to be Games Workshop quality sculpts. That's the one thing with Games Workshop is they are very nicely sculpted most of the time. And yeah, but they're fine. They will service nicely. Same as the zombies and the ghouls. This is one of the ghouls that I've built him up. I actually feel like he fits there. I mean, stop dropping things. I feel like he fits better scale-wise. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm not trying to compare skeleton to skeleton. Like, I don't know, maybe if I actually had one of the zombies from the Soulblight Gravelords, it'd probably be a bit more of a jarring change. But I've got 20 of these ghouls and 20 of the zombies from the box. That's my Deathwalker zombies, I think they're called in AOS. That's a whole unit of them. Reinforced unit, I believe. Like, fantastic. Like, which is great. And, yeah. So, quite a nice little box. I have actually ordered some more AOS. I need to stop buying models. It's ridiculous. But I've ordered today the 2 spearheads for the Seraphon, because I really wanted to get them. And Kings of War has a race of people called the Salamanders, which are kind of like their lizard men. And I think I might actually do what I did with this, pick up the army box and see how well I can kind of integrate the Kings of War models into the Seraphon army, because I'd be certainly interested to see. It's always nice to see how these proxy or other company miniatures fit in with Games Workshop miniatures, and they're never going to be 100% perfect. I mean, a good comparison is actually the Kings of War ogres with the Games Workshop ogres, which, actually I can show you this. I actually bought one of the Kings of War starter sets a while ago with the intention of using some of the ogres in the old world, and this is one of the ogre warriors, sort of semi. I think I did finish painting this guy. I wasn't very happy with how I did these guys. I used like a contrast paint on the flesh, but this guy's done apart from the base. So this is one of the Kings of War ogres, and you can see aesthetically next to a Age of Sigmar / Fantasy ogres, because these are the same ogres from. I think the same ogres from Warhammer Fantasy. They're very old sculpts. You can see the aesthetic difference. Like, you're not fooling anyone, buddy. Like, these are the guys who hit the gym. These are the guys who decided to eat the cake instead. Like, there's quite a difference aesthetically, and it's kind of like, it's fine. The guy I play with at the club, he's totally cool with me, using these models. But yeah, like, they are kind of. I mean, the head's so much bigger on the Games Workshop one as well. Everything. Oh, I need to stop dropping my models. Especially this one. I don't think I've varnished. No, I have varnished this one, but still, I don't want to keep dropping him. Like, yeah. So yeah, sometimes these comparisons don't work out, but it is interesting to find these things that may kind of work out, like this skeleton. Yeah, I think he'll work fine on the table, mixed in with the Death Rattle ones. They'll be fine together. The Salamanders, I don't know yet. I'll find out, and I'll definitely make a video about that when it comes around to it. There's not much to say there, apart from thank you for watching. If you like this, subscribe, and I'll probably make some more unboxing videos in the future when I get more stuff in. Anyway, have a good rest of your day.